lovely souls. It's that time of the week again where you can pick your crystal, pick your stack of tarot cards, and get your mini reading for the week ahead. This week we have a clear quartz, little mini tower. We have a malachite carved into a dolphin, and we have a little chunk of kunzite. So, if one is calling to you, that's yours. If two are calling to you, that's also yours. Kind of like reading your horoscope for your main sun sign and your rising. Sometimes more than one thing will be true. Beginning with stack 1, the clear quartz. This week you have the Sun and the Hanged Man. So these cards indicate that something is becoming very illuminated for you. You are figuring something out, finding something out. The Sun here is playing right into this little halo of illumination around the Hanged Man's head. Instead of standing on the ground on his 2 feet, right side up, he has hung himself up from the foot upside down to gain a new perspective and end up getting enlightenment in a new way. New perspective, new ideas. The light bulb going off here like a cartoon. Sun card is they're playing right into each other this week for you. So something is coming to the surface, becoming very illuminated, and it has a very positive effect, with the caveat that nothing will seem to happen right away. Hanged Man is kind of a red light, a stop sign, a forced pause. So just because you might get to this point of illumination very quickly does not mean that anything else will happen soon. So that can be very useful. Once you've got this new idea or clarity or piece of information that has come to light, you will have the week to kind of sit with it and get used to it and even have it grow. You may get more and more clarity as the week goes on. In any case, something is becoming clear, it's coming to the surface, light is being shown on it, and this is going to benefit you greatly. The only caveat being, don't try to rush it, don't try to make anything happen with it too quickly. That will happen in time, just probably not this week. This is the week to absorb the information and get clear with it. Stack 2, the malachite dolphin. This week you have 9 of Swords and 10 of Wands. So a little bit of a stressy week, potentially. It doesn't have to be, but 9 of Swords indicates some stress. Pretty clear imagery on that card. It can be a lack of sleep. It can be worries, like 9 different things stacked up on your to-do list of worries, keeping you up at night. This is something that's been kind of building and coming to a head. With the 9 in this suit and the 10 in this suit, there's a pattern here, a progression going from things building to really coming to a head and needing your attention. And it's had your attention for quite a while, from the Ace through the 9 all the way up to here. And now it needs that final push. This is the last stretch of something. It might be that a stressful situation is coming up, something you have been anticipating or dreading is coming up, and now you're in the home stretch to get to it, get through it and done with it, and then it will be over and off of your stress list. Or it may be a more general life situation where you have been facing stress and not dealing with it in the ways that would best benefit you. It may not be possible to eliminate stress. That would obviously be the goal for everybody, but it's just not realistic. That's just not going to happen. And the 10 here of Wands shows the kind of carrying of that burden and being able to get through it. And the crucial piece about this card that I'm being called to notice this week is, this person is almost there. The village, the destination here on the card is within sight, and he's bending over, he's got a heavy load, and he's been walking for quite a ways, but the end is in sight, and the need to just kind of get through it, push through, and carry that load a little farther before you can kind of set it down and move on to something else. That's this week. There's just a little bit more to go. It may feel difficult, but it will likely be worth it. And if it's not, then you will have information about why it's not worth it and what you can do differently next time. It may be something you don't want to engage in the future, or a change needs to be made. Either way, the stress and worries of this card are being carried through by this card. You are coming through and out the other side. And then you will have the choice to re-engage or to enter a completely new cycle in the following weeks. Stack 3, our lovely little piece of kunzite. This week you have 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. 2 10 cards. This is kind of interesting. It's a clear wrapping up of something. It could be a party or an event, a gathering, a meeting, a conference. Something has been put together and it's being pulled off flawlessly. That does not mean that it's just magic. The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow being put there by some kind of magic leprechaun. This is work that you put in likely with a group. If it's a family event, there are multiple generations being involved in this. If it's a work event, it may be different departments, different people, likely people from different groups. It's probably more than one group or community coming together. So whatever that means in your situation, it's not just going to be the nuclear family or your specific department or your friend group. This is multiple sources of people coming together and things working out pretty nicely. So there's a clear amount of work going in to get to the 10 card. Work went in to get this result. This is like the full tree here has grown up of Pentacles. This is the 10. It is everything that went in from the Ace to the 9. And then the same with Cups. The same amount went in and there's just this clear blue sky, rainbow, happy outcome. So something you're working on. This is very encouraging. There is encouragement here to loop in other people, bring in other people. If you are not already, bring in another group, another perspective, another person. Something external but related can help. The outcome here is pretty good. 10 of Cups is a pretty happy and exciting card to get. That is a clear, good result. I hope you all have a wonderful week and good luck out there.